And yeah, hello. Hello, this is Dry Oasis. I'm your host, and these are my little co hosts back here, Kirby and Snorlax. Kirby, would you like to say anything? Pio, pio, pio! Pio, 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 pio! And you, Snorlax? I guess Snorlax is a little sleepy right now. And welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy playthrough with my co host. Oh, hold on a moment. That's strange. Hmm. I I think I've. All right. And with my co-host FuzzyCow. Say hello, FuzzyCow.
Hello. How are you doing today, Dry Oasis?
Doing good. Oh yes, pretty. I almost forgot to tell you on. I almost forgot to tell you on Tuesday. I went to see the Eagles and with Steely Dan as their opener.
Wow. That's a pretty big name.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much a pretty good band. I do say so myself.
Yeah, Eagles are really good.
Yeah, let's see. They
Was it a
played
good
all.
show?
It was a really good show. The only thing people really talked about, what really were little bits talking about, was, let's see here, Joe Walsh's singing, but that was to be expected of his age. But even when he was struggling quite a bit, his guitar work was definitely something else. They
Yeah.
played
And
all of.
Steely Dan is no slouch himself.
Yeah, and the background singers were, and the background singers and the instrument and the other people in the band were really good too, especially the backup singers.
Good.
I, yeah, let's see here. The Eagles played a lot of their good songs like "In the City," "Heartache Tonight." Wait,
Yeah,
I mean,
they have a repertoire. They could
yeah,
definitely go for. They could probably go all night and just play
yeah,
hits.
yeah. I'm pretty sure they won for at least like a little over 2 hours or so. Take it easy. Oh, and definitely, probably their biggest hit, "Hotel California."
Gotta play Hotel California.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I actually did some streaming with some of the Guitar Hero games recently, like Guitar Hero Aerosmith and Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. Although there were points that I had to, like, not include some of the stuff because of copyright law or
Oh yeah.
whatever. So that definitely hurt in the case when I wanted to record Hotel Cali some of the songs from Guitar Hero World's Tour, unfortunately. So yeah. Any anyways, I think we've covered a good amount of base. I mean, let's see here. I think the whole experience, I would definitely rate it not I would definitely rate it a 9 out of 10. It was really just amazing. Although what happened after the concert was just a little bit. Oh boy. I mean, not not really a ride, but it was just an experience I'll never forget. Just something bad, but not like something too horrible. I'm just glad I made it in one piece after that experience. But anyways, so yeah, we're currently in the midst of case 3 and we'll be getting sec into the second trial. So
A second tutorial? We hadn't
no,
made it out of tutorials yet?
no, I meant trial. I
Oh,
mean,
trial. Yeah.
like, let's see here. So, yeah, the investigation the last time was like really, really rough, and thank gosh I knew how to speed through that. But
Yeah,
but st-
your menuing was on point and very helpful. Thank you.
yeah, e- I mean when I let's see here, when I first played it, even I was confused where to go. I mean, there was so much backtracking, but definitely the definitely the upcoming stuff will definitely be better. So let's continue on with Turnabout Samurai. Da 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 da.
October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Mr. Wright?
Yes.
Why do you look so unhappy?
Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier.
Phoenix? Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him.
This is no time for dead people jokes, please. But can I tell you a joke, FuzzyCow?
Of course.
Okay, so I heard this one recently, so let's see here. Maya Fey, a channeler, is really small in stature and is currently running away from the cops, so guess what she is?
I have no earthly idea.
She's a small medium at large.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, actually got that joke from from a YouTube series, but I definitely love it. Anyways,
You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooking the evidence to prove it.
something overlooked?
We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial.
This isn't going to be easy.
October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court, number 4.
Rebel, 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 rebel.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wonder if it will be that producer.
The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manella to the stand.
Or that director. Yay.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob. We're awful. Salmonella. I'm the director. Television.
Were you at Glue Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of the day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it.
Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. The day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Alright, so this first one is press, so what do you want to press on?
So him being at the studio in the morning is non-consequential. This is something that he's admitting to. It's something that we agree with. He was doing an action scene run-through. This is something that is in agreement with everybody's testimony. I don't think that is a... Yep. Let's challenge that. How long did he think it would take?
Hold it! Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh, right, that's the limp. Which of course led me to missing my lunch, Ruffles.
So, we acknowledge that he knows about the ankle.
Yeah. Ruffles, rolling on the floor starving.
He's claiming that he was not there during the employee lunch. And there is evidence to support this, and that there were only, I believe, 2 plates at the employee area.
Alright.
However, there is the unfortunate evidence of sleeping pills that indicates that Mr. Powers was drugged. And I have no clear indicator on how those sleeping pills got into Mr. Powers' lunch, but I don't know.
Alright, so...
The thing that I'm most confused about is there appears to be 2 plates at the trailer.
Alright, so... Want to press this statement or not?
He also ate lunch at the employee area. Let's press this statement. Yeah.
Alright. Hold it! What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. This assistant cooks them up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones in the employee area.
Everyone else, meaning that the witness, did not eat with them.
Alright. So... I guess I'll press this. Hold it!
Yeah, you should.
So, in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can't you believe it? That must have been tough.
Phoenix,
Yeah?
doesn't something about that seem odd to you?
Well, since you pointed it out. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. Him? What do you want? Sweat? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates. The same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Good calls. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down there then. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a sec. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more.
Okay, so I don't think there's any challenge about this one. We can challenge this one.
Alright, hold it! You didn't take a single break? Yeah, not a one. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? I finally had an idea. Wait a second, maybe I do have an idea. Press harder, duh. Wait a second! Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Ruffle! Well,
Mr. Manila, what is this all about?
well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this steak break.
Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please.
Eric.
Heh. Heh heh heh.
Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Witness testimony. The break. Yeah, but what? We took a break, Raffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in Beast 2. 12. Okay. Not enough time for someone to say, murder in Studio 1, lol. That's just only enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Alright. Just all presses here. What time exactly did you take this break?
Good
I'd say it was
question.
for... What was that? Sorry?
That's a good question.
I'd say it was around from 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. were you doing for those what were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on the table. Oh, right. The other was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer.
To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that is quite a feat.
Why is that?
Objection! We've had enough of this pointless line of questioning. Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One.
What?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One. Very well, Mr. Wright. Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio One?
Let's see here. What do you think?
It has to be someone from the trailer of Studio One, right? Can't just be possible. It has to be the only option. Otherwise, Will Powers is guilty, and we know he's not guilty.
Right, but what else do we know that could be a problem?
Well, are you referring to the tree branch? Breaking at 2:15, I believe?
Yeah. Well, not the tree branch, but that one thing. What do we know that might get in the way?
The monkey head?
Yep.
I don't understand the claim. I still think that in order for us to proceed with the case, we have to claim that it was somebody from the trailer, right?
Alright.
That was something that Mia proposed at the very start, and Mia is the bestest. She had this job before us, she'll have this job after us.
Alright. If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break-in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility.
I suppose you might say that.
Alright, I've got the judge thinking now.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright.
What's your point, Edgeworth?
You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record.
Homework? I haven't been to school in like forever. I'm a lawyer. Why should I have homework? The court record?
Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4 o'clock, the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path.
Whoa, you're right.
True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, The path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Miss Monkey's head barred the way.
It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point, and somehow I feel no desire to correct him.
No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you lose this round.
Oh no, our first penalty. Wah wah.
I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand.
What? It's over?
Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is the decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor. The prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, oh no, you remember the boy, right? He's going to testify.
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
You.
Order! I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
Yay, I want to go on the monkey bars.
October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1.
What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi.
I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
Even she admits that she was wrong. Mia, don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance.
Don't get me wrong. Ba-da-da-bum-bum-ba-dum-ba. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum-ba-dum-ba-ba. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum-ba-da. I forgot how that song by the Pretenders goes, but anyways.
Only one thing became clear in our cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in the courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it, I guarantee. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. You... Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it!
Yeah, I feel so pumped up now. Hoo, 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 hoo.
October 19th, 11:15, District Courtroom number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with the cruel questioning.
Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. God, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
Ah, man, I love that visual gag.
Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness? What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm second grade.
I get the feeling this is gonna be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth. Please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody?
He's having trouble with this gentle thing.
You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident. You got a problem with that? Please, tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just, missed... with a bearded gentleman, actually.
A very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in the courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with the kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me everywhere as I go. Phoenix. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. He'd better make a note of it in the court record.
A new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
Witness testimony. Witness's account.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. Found a map on the internet and went to find a studio on that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It was totally rocked right before my eyes. He came out. Out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get to the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you are talking to a child.
This kid is tougher than most adults we've seen here, honestly. Okay, so this one is present, and we're gonna show him some evidence. So, what do you think is the testimony and piece of evidence that contradict each other?
So, he said that if he had brought his camera that day, he would have taken a photo. And we know that he brings his camera everywhere.
Alright, let's do that. Objection! Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera whenever you go? Or wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
Oh, look at this pose. Oh, that is just genuinely... What? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much?
What's this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
Oh boy. Obviously, the judge is from, like, the 70s or so. It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
Objection. Mr. Wright. How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so.
I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court.
What do you mean you're a prosecuting attorney?
Alright. Well, Cody,
What? Yeah, so I have my camera. So what? Got a problem with that?
rumble, 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 rumble.
So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Well, why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
Witness testimony. What I saw.
Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad boys. Wham! Then the bad guys stop moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Alright, so this one is press. Okay, so what are we going to press Cody about that we need more information from? About.
So he said that he couldn't take his eyes off of the action. And we have photographic evidence that says he always gets the kill shot.
Right, but we're pressing, not presenting at the moment. We just need more information.
Okay.
So... Hold it! So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away, not even once?
No?
Okay then. Tell exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to all that. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guys, wham.
Right, want to press on this?
Sure.
I mean, his testimony is a lot vague anyways. So the bad guy attacked him first?
Yeah.
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving.
Right? Press or no press?
I don't know. There doesn't seem to be a penalty for pressing.
Alright. So let's go on. Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? I guess I'll press him harder. Cody,
What?
something's bothering me. Before you said you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
Yeah, you missed the most important parts.
Objection. What is the meaning of this? The witnesses stated that he saw quite clearly.
You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of a murderer uses a samurai slap?
Mmm.
My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fights, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright. How could this be? Can you explain how I might have missed something so vital?
Well, that's the thing.
Phoenix. I believe you're on the right track with this. Pink, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer? We have ascertained that this boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Let's see here.
I don't think it's that he couldn't watch it.
I mean, the guy's a fanboy of Steel Samurai. Why would he take it? What? He was watching something else. Really, though? I mean, what else would he want to watch? So, guess we'll
So you have to show evidence, right?
Yeah.
So let's show the book of all of the kill shots and say, if this happened, you know Cody would have taken a photograph of it. That means this did not happen.
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Alright, so... let's see here. You brought up this, but what else do we know about what happened? What else Cody might have had on that day?
His camera?
Yeah. What do you think he was planning on doing that day?
Taking a photo?
Yep. So, what do you want to present?
The Path to Glory photo book?
Alright, let's see what goes here. Here's my proof.
Proof?
Can I do that again? Does this improve anything?
Ha! The nerve you have. Very well. I'll ask the question again. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Right, so back to here.
The monkey head. Because he heard a crack, and he was distracted. You want to choose the camera, then just choose the camera.
Okay. Here's my proof.
What's that? The camera?
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too. Ah.
Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Hey.
Bullseye.
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize that there was no way he could just stand there, watching his hero, and not take a picture.
Right. Cody? There was only one reason why you would have looked away from that fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah. Well, Phoenix? I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hawkins testify once more.
Very well. Cody? Would you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. Witness testimony. No photo.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yup. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Alright? So, this one is a press.
Okay.
Right, so...
There's no reason to press this. That's a nothing.
Right?
So this one's interesting. That implies that there was more than just a one-way fight, right?
Yep.
So I think this is worth pressing.
Alright. Hold it! So, did you see the beginning of the fight?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
I guess the Steel Samurai is moving a little strange.
Moving strangely?
So I held up my camera to take a picture.
Right? Anything you would like to press here? Press or no press?
There's almost no cost to pressing.
Okay.
So let's press.
Why couldn't you take a picture?
My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it.
Hold it! When the lens opened, what did you see?
Oh, a person on the ground, and a Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yep.
Hold it. That's all?
Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture.
I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Gotta press motor. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture!
Hey!
Bullseye?
How'd you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
You can't escape my lying eyes. And I forgot how that song by the Eagles goes. This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
Okay, so this is present. So, and we're going to present something on this one in particular. So, what do we know that would contradict his statement here?
So, the way I'm thinking is it's a digital camera. So you can erase your photos. He's learning to use it, so he may not know exactly how to do that immediately.
Alright.
Nothing else seems too valuable. Could I get a reminder over what the fourth icon from the left is?
Let's see here. This one? It's a guide map to the global studios.
Okay, so that's not relevant at all.
Alright?
I would say the idea that Cody is still learning how to use his camera would prevent him from erasing things.
Alright. Let's try this out. Objection! This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are the evidence and the statement that's just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the fact over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Alright. Anything else?
Alright. The scrapbook is the only thing that I can think would show evidence. Because he has every victory scene in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. So, he is a collectionist.
Yep. Objection!
Completionist.
Cody!
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Whizzam! I got 'em all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I found it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Mr. Wright? What exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory. I'm thinking about that one Peter Cetera song, but I don't know if it's the right one. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claimed that it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day.
Order! Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in his album.
Exactly my point, Your Honor. Wait a minute. Oh. No, wait! No way!
Phoenix? I think we've finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually...
Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what's going on. Why was there no picture from the album yet? From the day of the murder?
Alright, so what do you think?
The Steel Samurai didn't win.
Alright? I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No way! No! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever.
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. Okay, so have you ever seen A Few Good Men with Tom Cruise?
I have not, but I know about it.
Alright.
Also has Nicolas Cage in it, right?
Let's see here, I think Michael Keaton or so was in it? Wait, it was... I'm thinking about somebody else from the Batman movie. But, anyways, let's get this over with. Oh, never mind. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. 1, 2, 3. He couldn't handle the truth!
Yeah, that's the Nick Cage line.
Yep. He couldn't handle the truth. The best part of this...
Order! I will have order! Witness, Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Right? I'm going to take a little. Let's see here. I'm going to take a little bit of break and get myself some water. We will reconvene at 10 in 5 minutes from now,
Okay.
if that's possible. Right?
Okay.
Be right back. And see everyone back here watching. Say hello to Kirby and Snorlax in the meantime. Right, I'm back and
Alright.
wait, look at my little Hotel California water bottle theme.
Oh.
Yeah, proof positive that was there.
Cool.
Yep. Anyways, back to the game.
Huh?
Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Wow. Oh, okay, okay. You're right. The steel samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wow. Order. 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 What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim.
Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Ramble, 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 ramble.
Mr. Wright, what's going on?
Apparently, we all have made a serious error.
In error? What is this all about?
Of course we know Hammer was the victim, but that's not really an error, so what else has there to be?
So it has to be the Steel Samurai was the victim, right? So here's the theory that I'm playing with currently. Hammer was going to meet somebody at the Studio One. My guess is they were going to pitch him picking up the role of the Steel Samurai, as there's no change of like the helmet covers the Steel Samurai anyways. And he was killed, which feels weird. But the person in the photograph is Hammer, stealing the suit. And he's pretending to be Will Powers for some reason. I don't know. But he would definitely know that the Steel Samurai, or that Will Powers, had a limp that day. So I think the Steel Samurai was the victim.
Alright, let's go with that. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, but he was the victim. Don't you see? Don't you see? Can't you see what that woman was doing to me? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai.
Order! 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 So the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer?
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury.
But wait. Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 o'clock p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. I think we forgot to at least press on this vital piece of information because no, I haven't really talked about it until then, but anyways. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know.
I get it.
Huh?
I thought that Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What?
Show us, quick. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. No. Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's still hard to say. I'm afraid it could be anyone in that costume.
At that moment? There we are.
Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry. This doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix.
Mia? What?
Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence we need to win this trial.
What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please?
Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photograph.
Find the inconsistency in the photo. So, let's see here.
The claim is that it was Studio 1 where he saw the fight, but he actually saw the fight at Studio 2.
Alright, present. Take that! Your Honor, look at this.
I see, a gate.
Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate?
The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct?
Ah!
I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
But... that's impossible. What's this all about? Please explain so I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is a true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place.
Took place in Studio 2.
Take that! Here, at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2.
The path was blocked.
Alright. The path to the trailer was blocked.
So we have heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victims went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in that trailer was guilty because they could have not gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there was a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime.
Order!
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbeck, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
Objection. This is madness.
Madness? This is Sparta! Oh, sorry, wrong thing.
Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder?
Well, no, of course not.
Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume.
Ew, so what do we have that has been sitting idly in our evidence that has yet to come to light yet?
Probably the pill bottles, right?
Yep. I have proof.
You do? You do, Mr. Wright?
Not that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it.
An empty medicine bottle?
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Power and Mr. Hammer ate. The label reads sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills.
The defendant, Mr. Power, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea. Right, so what do you want to do?
It's been like 5 days since Mr. Powers had this. So it's very unlikely that testing Powers' blood is going to do anything.
Alright?
Additionally, there's no evidence that would occur on Mr. Hammer's body that would suggest that he used sleeping pills. That feels weird. I think we have to fingerprint the bottle. An idea. Very well, let's hear it.
Great, now I got that one Animaniacs joke in my head. Gosh darn it. Fingerprints. Oh, I found prints. No, fingerprints. I don't get it. That was such a naughty joke. Oh, the old 90s. An idea? Oh wait, never mind. You already said that. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle.
I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle.
Empty bottle given to judge. It should be the bailiff, but whatever.
This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim of Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Your homework is to find the answer to the following question.
But I just got out of college. Why do I have to do homework?
Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? And who killed him? And why? Find the answer for me by tomorrow.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth? Mm-hmm. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Will Powers. As you say, Yana, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Whew.
October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Woo! That was a close one.
We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during that trial.
Me too.
Really? You both seem so confident.
Maybe I should take up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there.
Me too. The dead? Haha, of course we're kidding. Are you sure?
I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right, thanks.
To be continued. Alright, so just telling you this now, there's... For this game in particular, the next 3 cases, or turnabouts as you will say, have basically 3 investigations and 3 trials, so in the order that we have them, like, so this is the last investigation for this trial, so, I mean, last investigation for this case, so, and just to let you know, it's not as tediously as long as the last investigation, so we should be good for at least another hour or so.
Okay.
Right? Well,
Sounds good.
we'll likely get to. We'll likely take care of this case by next week or so. But
Okay.
we'll just see.
October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright and Co. Law Offices.
That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Huh? Maya! So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick! Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Oh, so this is basically the explanation of the whole three
Yeah,
day.
you've got 3 days to decide on a case. Otherwise, they are declared guilty.
Yeah, or something like that. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So I wonder, that system trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. We've no time to waste. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai's costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah? But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear the producer and director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? We can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So, no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? WP. Powers, right. Right? And to the detention center. Whoops.
October 19th, Detention Center. Visitor's Room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there. And you could wipe that grin off your... Could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yes. though there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughy matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez?
Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her these days.
Why is that?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and...
And? And what?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow.
Right? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila?
Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director.
Oh, I hope it's not one of those straight-to-DVD movies from that Disney used to make. I hate most of them.
But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now, everyone knows the name Sal Manila.
Ew.
I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whatever she says jump, he asks how high and all that.
Might as well jump. Go in and jump, Sal Manila. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Yeah, me either. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh. Yes, you're right. And in fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Summer, maybe Samurai Spring? Yeah, definitely Samurai Spring. Like, takes place 4 seasons later, or so.
Just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global.
5 years ago? Anyways, going over here.
February 19th, Global Studios, May Gate.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think your guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Woo! She's alive! I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I talk to you about Sal Manella, the director? Sal? He's a soft He's soft, the pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make sense. Any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Oh boy. About Mr. Hammer. Arg! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh. She's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My old poor Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. I guess we should leave it alone. No reason to go over there now. Maybe I'll see if there's any more clues over at the employee area.
October 19th, Global Studios employee area.
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later, I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues laying around.
Yeah! No touching!
Eek!
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten ya.
Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I could be a little dramatic at times. Suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatic indeed.
Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table.
Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills?
Yeah, pal, traces thereof.
Private eyes, they're watching you. They see your every move. Baby, private eyes, they're watching you. Private eyes, they're watching you, watching you, watching you, watching you. Anyways, the plate. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capability to make a cursory examination right here. Of course, the science guy gave him some testing solution that reacts to these sleeping pills. See? If there are traces of it, it'll change color.
Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? What you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, testing solution on the plate changed color, alright?
So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills.
Looks like it.
Fake plate added to the court record. How goes your investigation?
To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it. but I'm not so sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
That reminds me. How was Edgeworth doing anyway?
Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He's in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it.
Whoa.
Talk about burns, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups. Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle?
Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim.
So I was right. Sleeping pill added to the court record. Again. Right? Moving on. Interesting.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
What? Why? What WP's innocence?
Yes, I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of Steel Samurai.
What? No. Anyways, I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1.
He stole the Steel Samurai costume too.
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor? Like that one Lindsay Lohan song?
Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. So she had some dirt on him, and she would do anything he said, apparently. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt?
Some dirt? What dirt?
Dirt, you know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using a new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming.
Ooh.
After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean The Last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No! No!
Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore?
Studio bigwigs don't want Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all that's ever happened. They They want quiet, don't you understand?
How can they just do that? What about the kids who love the Steel Samurai?
It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. It's like ending the Dragon Ball Z arc over before Goku defeats Frieza. That can't be right. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Okay, so what do we have for fans who really love the Steel Samurai?
It's the Path to Glory photo show, right? Shows Cody's passion. And this is...
A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids really love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right.
You know I'm right, duh.
Okay. Well, what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Telling me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died. It was Hammer's fault.
Someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway. The producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer?
Sorry.
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what happened to his career if word got out.
I see.
You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studio back then, you know.
Thanks. We'll try asking her if she'll talk. Okay, moving on up.
So this feels a lot like the Alec Baldwin situation.
Yep. Although we know that Mr. Hammer was definitely actually knew what he was doing since he was action star, and I don't think Alec Baldwin to an extent knew what he was doing.
Well, I'm just saying, it feels like there was a star who there's a death on set, and they're trying to avoid being prosecuted for it, for ruining their image, whether it was an accident or not. Right? Like, I don't think anyone blames Mr. Baldwin for the death of the behind-the-scenes person in the movie. But it is likely that he played some role in it, however small.
Yeah, I mean, he probably. I think he knew about the safety protocols and all that, but probably forgot what happened and ignored it entirely. So it might have been an
Yeah.
accident, but he should have known the risk involved with that. So he is somewhat responsible in my hearts, anyways.
And I'm not gonna claim that I know what anything about that base truly. I just thought it was kind of an interesting parallel in modern uh, current events, I guess.
Bro, I mean, that's just kind of weird. This game came out like in say 2005 in the West, and that that kind of thing changed dramatically since like 13 years later or so. I don't remember when that incident with Alec Baldwin happened. So yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be taking place today, right?
Oh well, I meant the game that
I understand.
yeah, this game came out in 2005. We didn't know that something that big would happen like that now, but I guess that is an interesting parallel.
Of
Parallel.
course.
Right. What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me and marry the place as well? Wait. Let me get that right again. The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. You're starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnapper. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole this costume? Of course. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume.
Late, right?
Yep. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on that plate. Ha! I bet Mr. Powers put it in there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes. Except I approve that Mr. Hammers put the pills in.
Sleeping pill bottle.
Yep, this bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle. I see. 4 per Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldback? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag, you're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse? A paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. Oh, Dane. Should we really? Huh? What? Oh, okay. I guess that happened. Hold on a moment. Oh, never mind it. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. Take this. Take this. Wait, a photograph? Oh. Oh. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Well, let's see what else there is.
Over 19 studio and entrance.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? What if someone called him, like the director or the producer? Oh. Hello there, Mafia girl.
Over 19 studio 2 entrance.
Hey,
We're doing this after court, right?
Huh?
We had court in the morning and now we're running around the studio? Like, is that the same day?
Yep.
It's a crazy day.
Yep. I mean, that's what happened the last day as well. Hey, Nick.
Right.
It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? 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 Maya, you should at least try to be polite.
I'm watching the clouds.
I guess you could say she's on cloud 9? That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Huh?
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I am watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you.
Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai.
I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai.
You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! Beyblood speaks to me! I know it! Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila?
If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves.
Oh dear. So, yeah, it's time to present something to her, but this is one of those, why would I ever do one of those times? So, yeah, what do you think we should present to her?
We're talking about the director, right?
We
Sorry?
just want to give her, we just want to talk to her about something, but what is the something that we need to talk to her about? We're just having a chat.
Would it be the photo of the accident 5 years ago?
Yep. She's not even looking.
Where?
What?
Where did you get that?
Well,
Old bag?
old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
Huh?
It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer.
Nick, she went inside the trailer. Oh. Okay.
You came.
Hold on a moment. Little 1 minute water break. Percent.
Well then, what was that you were talking about?
Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for a penny change.
So I'm a blackmailer now.
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of his own accord.
But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident.
Excuse me. What is all of this about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure?
Because I like that one song, Accident, from the Baja Men. Accident, accident. You know that one Wild Thorns Berries movie? Anyways. What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it was an accident? If it wasn't an accident?
No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose?
That is what I mean.
Where is your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me.
But the security lady said it was an accident.
Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too.
So that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. Could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now.
Uh-oh. What? This is valuable evidence!
Boys,
Uh-oh. Well, we did say that she was part of the Mafia, so, or at least had connections to them, so, who are they?
professionals. They're good at erasing various things.
But I don't want to play Mafia. I'm, I'm just an innocent villager, I swear.
What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What? But I'm not the detective, I'm not a doctor.
The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate.
Shoot, I forgot I was the lawyer. That's a really good role in Mafia.
It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing of a mistake. Tell me why I who never want to say you did it this way. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammerster, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all?
I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away.
No! Then we were killed by the Mafia.
Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal.
Privatize. They're watching you. Private eyes. They're watching you, watching you, Miss Vasquez.
D. Vasquez. You're coming down to the precinct with me. Now.
Oh no. Don't, detective. I mean, she's part of the Mafia. You don't want to play Mafia with her. You'll probably get killed.
Not bad. Very well. It appears the contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Woo! We somehow survived night one. Woo! That was close. I mean, nobody wants to... I mean,
Hey.
the Mafia...
You okay, pal?
I mean, the Mafia always wants to kill the lawyers and detectives.
Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. Didn't get much chances to practice that sort of thing.
Oh right, I forgot if spirit mediums are important in Mafia. I haven't played that game in a while. Detective Gumshoe! Thank you, 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 thank you. Maya, are you? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I think Maya's kind of broken right now. Just go on. I was really scared of almost losing my mind for saying thank you.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? V. Vasquez. Alright, so I think the trial for the last trial tomorrow will take about an hour or so, and if I remember, FuzzyCow, you have to leave pretty soon, so yeah, I think we'll end it in about 4 minutes from now, so are you liking this case so far?
It's going pretty well. Quite a few churns, twists, and churns.
Yeah.
I was not expecting Mr. Hammer to have worn the steel samurai suit. That was a revelation.
Yep.
And it feels like it's going in a specific direction, i.e., towards D. Vasquez.
Yep, pretty much. And yeah, that's also and today's the last time you will see Sal Manila, thank gosh, and Cody Hackins. So,
Mm-hmm.
yep, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, so out of or rating from 1 to 10, what would you rate it so far based on your experience?
Uh, so I think this one was significantly more complex and interesting than the last one. So right now, I'd probably give it a 8 or a 9. It's pretty tantalizing.
Let's see here. Hmm, I'd give it a 7 or an 8 just because of the backtracking and so on the
Correct.
in the
I did not have to
second.
deal with any of that.
Yeah, but for me and for first time players trying to find out what happens during that is a little bit confusing. If you weren't there for that when that happened a long time ago, you would have thought, what should I do now? I mean, yeah, the as a first timer who played that part of the investigation, it definitely was like, where the heck do I go now? There was like too much menuing, too much backtracking.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I definitely love the impact of this case because the Steel Samurai is one of the best parts of the series as a whole. I mean, even though you've only seen this episode, they cover it a little bit later in other. It's basically like a phenomenon, whatever in the actual series. It gets referenced later on to a point, and yeah, and even though this case is part what people would call first third case syndrome, where basically the third case of each game is probably the worst out of each is the worst out of each game. I can at least forgive this case in particular because even though it's backtracky to a fault, it does introduce an interesting part of the lore to the series that I will always like. Plus, Plus, the Steel Samurai is so totally anime. Like, or the closest thing we have to Common Rider or the progenitor to the Power Rangers in some sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, yeah, I think I will be ending the stream there.
Okay.
This has been Dry Oasis. So, these have been my co hosts Kirby and Snorlax in the background. And Kirby, do you have anything to say? Bye 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 you. Bye you. Oh, saying I didn't know that Kirby really loved the Steel Samurai theme. And Snorlax? Yep, that's Snorlax. And anything else you would like to say, FuzzyCow, before we end things?
Looking forward to see how it plays out next time.
All right. As always, you can follow or subscribe to me on my Twitch and YouTube. Donate to me on my Patreon. Follow me on my Twitter or X. And all under the Dry Oasis banner. And yeah, I'm just going to pan out the next 18 minutes as I do all of this. And we'll end the stream soon. Come on, I will just sing this out loud, and I don't really know how to improvise for the next 7 minutes, 7 seconds, 5 seconds. But I'm doing this, so see y'all later. Bye bye.